When you partner with Solutions Health and Pregnancy Center, you're leaving a legacy for life. This is one of the moms that you've served through your prayers and generosity.
My name is Akilah, and this is my story. I am really young. I was 21 when I found out I was pregnant, but now I'm 22. And I was working at a daycare. It was very tough for me to make time to get to the doctor. I was missing all my doctor's appointments from my regular doctor. And I found out I was pregnant so randomly and so unplanned, and it was very difficult for me to have to fathom the fact that I was going to stop my life to become a mom, even though it's been a goal of mine my whole life. But it was just a little bit difficult to figure out what I was going to do if I was going to make a decision that I would regret when keeping my child or giving my child away or becoming a mom. I was recently married also, so it was a little difficult to decide with my husband what we were going to do. I've been pregnant before and I had a miscarriage, so that moment when I was able to find out early and do everything I can in my power to make the pregnancy safe and healthy, it was just such a relieving but wonderful feeling in my heart. I was in between gynecological services. I hadn't seen anyone for a couple years, and I have my regular primary doctor, which probably wasn't going to do anything for me. So I was looking for somewhere quick and fast to make sure my pregnancy was viable after the first pregnancy that I miscarried. And I found it was one of the first places on Google. I contacted them, scheduled the appointment right away, and went the next day. Right away, they picked up the phone. Right away, they scheduled for the next day. It was so easy. They were so kind and compassionate on the phone, and understanding that I was kind of in a rush and overwhelmed and wanting to get seen right away. So I have insurance through the state, but it's hard to find a doctor nearby that takes that insurance. You have to a lot of times travel far, or you have to wait a long time to get an appointment. I rushed there on my lunch hour at work. And they were so kind. I walked in, she greeted me so with a big smile, and I just filled out the papers for 1 minute. Then they were talking to me in their little office with all the fancy chairs, and I was like, this is so nice. And she was just so kind. I explained to them that I knew it was a faith-based organization and that I'm a Muslim. And I grew up, my mom was Catholic and my grandma married a Jewish man. So I grew up in all different religions. And I have such a respect and value for God and religion and all the religions and how they all coincide with each other, and just having such a mutual respectful conversation about God. It was just a lot more relaxing and peaceful to me to know that I was going through a rough time in my life trying to figure out this transitional period, and being able to talk to like-minded individuals that have such a strong faith. When we went to do the ultrasound, the lady was super young and super cool. She was so funny. We were all joking around, and as she started doing the ultrasound, I was just astonished at the fact that my baby was big. Not big, a big baby, but an actual baby, not the little circle. No, it was just almost an 8-week baby that was inside of me at that point, because I was brushing off the fact that I was pregnant for almost 2 months, and I was farther along than I thought. Seeing the baby made me literally tear up. My friend was crying. I was crying. It was just so overwhelmingly beautiful to know that my baby was viable and alive and going to be a human being one day. It was just so amazing. I love being a mom. I've been a nanny for years. I've been a nanny since I was 16 years old. And then I had a brother at 18 years old. My parents had another baby. And I've been taking care of other people's babies pretty much my whole life. And being a mom is just the most fulfilling thing. Being a sister has been such a fulfilling thing. And now to be able to take my baby home and enjoy the little moments where they smile at you or they cry because they only want you. It's just at times it can be overwhelming, but it's the most beautiful thing. And it's the most beautiful type of overwhelming. I'd rather be overwhelmed by my baby than the pile of dishes in the sink or, laundry in the laundry room. And it's just wonderful. And having a daughter is something I never thought was going to be possible, because I have brothers. I have been nannying little boys, and I've never taken care of a baby that young, a girl, ever in my life. And it's just such a new, challenging, in a good way experience. I definitely would recommend this place. I have a lot of friends that are young like me, getting married. We have an Islamic marriage, so a lot of them are getting married very young, like my age, 20, 21. And I grew up in multi-religions. My friends are also the same as me. They would love to come to a place where they're respected and cared for and don't have to worry about health insurance, don't have to worry about, maybe they don't want to tell their husband yet, maybe they don't want to tell their family yet. A lot of times you're going to a place because you want the support, but you don't want to tell somebody right away. You don't want to call your parents and say, I'm having a baby tomorrow. Like, you want to go somewhere and feel loved and respected and cherished by the people that are working there. And 100%, I would tell somebody to come here and rely on the fact that people are there to love and cherish you and to support you in that moment, where you don't have to worry about anxiety or the shame of being a young parent. I definitely appreciate organizations like this and people who donate to organizations like this, because my mother-in-law, she worked for a nonprofit for years. They do so much for the community. This is such a benefit to the community, especially in this area. Like, I went to the Freehold area, where not everyone is quick to get insurance, quick to go to the doctor. There's so many resources that we have here at Solutions that are so beneficial to people that may not have access to them, and it's only made possible by people that are doing this out of the kindness of their heart, not because they feel like they have to or because they just have the money to spend. No, they're donating to the right cause because they know that it's going to benefit people in the right way. Yeah, thank you so much to everyone here at Solutions and everyone that has taken care of me. I really appreciate it, and I will always be grateful for this experience.